Hey, what's up? It's Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out this shopping app right here called Instacart, all right? And you're wondering, can you make money from joining Instacart to become a shopper, right? So let's take a look at Instacart. Let's find out whether this is a good side hustle. Is this a great gig economy way for you to start making some money on the side, maybe turn into a full-time gig, or is it just a waste of your time, all right? Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month minimum, 100% from home, you just need your computer and an internet connection. Just go ahead and click the link below. I'll send you that strategy for free straight to your email. You can check that out if you want. All right. Now let's take a look at Instacart. I've reviewed hundreds of different make money online apps. I mean, we live in the new economy right now, so you don't necessarily need a full-time job anymore. There's lots of different apps and websites, business models, things like that where you can create money. But the problem is some of them are really good, but some of them are really crap. All right, so let's take a look at Instacart to see how much do they really pay currently, right? How does this work, and is this relevant to you, and is this a good use of your time? All right, now Instacart is actually a very popular grocery delivering app based in the US. All right, so very important, this is only relevant for you if you're based in the US and Canada. If you're based outside of these countries, unfortunately, you can't join Instacart and start making money from them, right? They were very popular during COVID. You know, everyone was stuck at home. People didn't want to go out to the supermarket. So Instacart became basically one of the forefront leaders in grocery delivery services, right? So if you want to join them, basically what you would do is you would get in your car and you would go to the grocery store and you would, help people to pick up their groceries, essentially, deliver it to their house, and you would get paid directly by Instacart. Now, you can also get tips, but these days people don't tip that much at all. So really, you can only rely on the money that you get paid directly by Instacart for you to do these deliveries, okay? So if you come to the website here, if you scroll all the way down, you can go to where it says Become a Shopper and click on Become a Shopper right here, and it'll lead you to this part of their website, okay? Now what it says is you can sign up and make flexible earnings, okay? And it's very easy. All you need to do is be 18 and above, have a vehicle for access based in the US, and take photos of your driver's license, enter your bank account info to get paid, and then that's it. You start earning money. Once you see orders come through, you go pick up the orders, you deliver it, and then you get paid, okay? So this is basically what's called a full service shopper. All right, that means that you become a full service shopper with Instacart, but you're not an employee of Instacart. You're kind of like a contractor, right? So you work whenever you want. If you see a job pop up on your app, you can, open your app, pick up the job, go pick up the groceries, deliver it to the person, and then Instacart will basically pay you through the app. That's essentially how it works, right? So it sounds really simple, it sounds really easy, right? But let's talk about some of the pros and cons of becoming an Instacart shopper, okay? Now, here is the interesting thing about it, right? Based on all my research, and really going through the app, it seems like Instacart was really good during the COVID period, because a lot of people wanted personal shoppers to help them do the shopping, deliver the groceries. So Instacart shoppers, as a worker for them, like as a contractor, they were paid really well. But because COVID is over and there's other competing apps and things like that, and people can go out and do their own shopping, it's become quite difficult to make good money with Instacart, all right? So at the time of recording this video, even though Instacart is still a leader, a lot of their workers are complaining a lot, to be honest. They've got a lot of complaints, right? And so here are some of the complaints, all right? Just so that you can understand. Apparently their customer service is really bad. So if you're a worker and you have a problem and you try and contact Instacart, their customer service isn't very good and they can't really help you that much. That's a big problem for a worker working for them, trying to make side income and a side hustle, right? Their customer service has to be good for the workers. Otherwise, it's difficult to continue working for them. Another thing is the pay has gone down significantly, so it's dropped by more than half. So on average, you can expect to make $10 per hour, $10 to $12 per hour, depending on which city you work and live in the US, all right? And you don't really get that much from tips. So people don't really feel like tipping their shoppers because tipping is optional. It's not mandatory. And a lot of people think that, look, if I'm ordering from the app and I'm already paying this service fee to Instacart, why do I need to tip my shopper? Does that make sense, right? So even though there is a tipping culture in the US, when you start using apps like this, customers don't necessarily feel like they need to tip their shopper, which will basically affect you as an earner because you're going to be a shopper, right? And you're not going to make that much money on your tips. So you have to rely on the income that you make directly from Instacart, which is not that much right now. It's about $10 per hour. This doesn't include the gas fees, or whatever mode of transport that you have. If you have your own car, all of that stuff you have to look after yourself. Okay, so you have to pay for your own gas, your own insurance, all that stuff. If you get into an accident, that's your issue that you need to look after. Instacart is not going to handle any of that stuff. They just pay you on the average per hourly delivery fee, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so it's not bad, right? I mean, it's legit. They're really big. If you live in a big urban area, the nice thing is that you get to pick up a lot of jobs. All right. So if this is something that you want to, just start as a side hustle, you can literally just turn on your app. It's very easy to apply. You will get a lot of jobs because Instacart has a lot of jobs all over the US for you to go and shop, right? The only thing though is because it does take you time. You've got to find the job, you have to go to the nearest supermarket, you have to find all the goods, you have to pack it, you have to park, right? You have to pay for parking, you have to pay for gas. It takes time to do these deliveries, right? So even though it might be around $10 per hour, it still takes a lot of time for you to shop and do these deliveries. So the earnings they're okay. They're not amazing, and they're not super low, but it's not that great, to be honest, right? Especially if you take into account that you have to pay for your own gas and things like that. That eats into your earnings. Okay, there are probably other ways where you can make a little bit more money. All right. That being said, there have been some complaints where, and this is really a problem with the way that the app is managed, right? So I found one review here. Basically, even though they say flexible hours, what this worker actually said that if you don't schedule 30 hours per week, then what's going to happen is you're not going to get any hours on the app itself. Right? So even though Instacart says that they are a flexible working schedule, like you can work an hour here or an hour there, the reality is that if you don't put in your hours every single week, they're going to show you less and less jobs because that's kind of how their algorithm works. Even though they say it's flexible, they want people to work more hours. So this could be a potential problem if you're using the app. If you don't work enough hours, you might not get that many jobs. Okay. Another thing is if you come to Trustpilot, which is an independent review website, they have a lot of really bad ratings, unfortunately, right? So even though Instacart is the leader, they've got almost 8,000 ratings and they've got a 1.2 star rating out of 5. That is really terrible, okay? For any large company to have that. Now, just so that you know, these reviews here are a mixture of customers and shoppers, right? And so because I'm doing a review for you to make money as a side hustle, so you're a shopper, the biggest complaint that people have here as a shopper is the customer service. Okay, so if you're a shopper for them and there's a problem, they don't help you to handle the situation, and that is an internal thing that Instacart is going to have to fix, right? So you can take this with a pinch of salt, obviously, because a lot of people, generally, when they do reviews, it's mainly because they're complaining about stuff, right? So sometimes when it's good stuff, they don't necessarily, actually do the review. So a lot of the negative reviews here are because of the bad customer service with the app. With regards to shoppers having issues, okay? And that could be a problem if you decide to become a shopper, because that will affect your experience with the company and the amount of money that you get paid by them. So take it with a pinch of salt. You can use this to decide whether or not you want to check out working with Instacart as a shopper, okay? But pretty cool. I mean, in terms of getting access to jobs, it's a cool gig economy. As long as you're based in the US or Canada, you've got your own car, you don't mind that you're going to average around $10 per hour, you can potentially pick up a lot of jobs. So if you're looking for side hustle income pretty instantly, then they might be something that you might be interested in. Okay, so you can check out Instacart if you want. Just head over to instacart.com right here, right? And then scroll all the way down and you can click on become a shopper and apply right here. All right, now if you're watching this video right now though, maybe you're looking for a way to create more money on the side, maybe a side hustle, but perhaps you don't necessarily want to run around in a car picking up groceries because they can be pretty heavy, right? Putting it in your car and delivering it to people, there's a lot of physical work involved in this type of job. It's a cool gig, right? But maybe you want to learn how to make full-time income leveraging technology. I mean, Instacart's an app, right? And we live in a day and age where apps and technology are really powerful, and there are ways for you to make full-time income where you don't ever even have to leave your house. You just need to understand how to do it and use the power of the internet to help you to earn, all right? Now, I've been marketing online for over 14 years, and for me, there's still only one way, my favorite way, to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars minimum every single month just using the power of your computer and the internet, right? Now, and if you would like that strategy, just go ahead and click the link below. I will send you that strategy for free that you can check out straight to your email if you would like. All right? Now, I hope you enjoyed this review of Instacart, and I hope to see you on another product review, a money-making review, and I will see you very soon. Take care.